Alright, welcome back to 10-2. We are going to take on the final dungeon.
Yay! Final stretch now.
So you get 5 options of which hole to jump into, and depending on which hole you take, the final dungeon will be slightly different. Or the route towards the final dungeon will be slightly different, so...
Okay, that's not bad then.
You're friendly, mate! Huh? Here. What are we called now?
Does it really matter?
Good point. Surging, flapping, neighboring, gold wings, attack!
Whoa, such passion.
Seriously? I'm so moved. At any rate, let's go. The Gullwing's last mission. Let's do it.
Hey, none of this last mission business, you hear?
That's not for several episodes.
Be careful.
I'll be fine. We're just going to talk after all.
Save the huggies for your triumphant return. Yes! Hug, 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 hug!
I feel like there's something actually wrong with Brother.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
He is like a hyperactive child.
Go, go, go! Go wings!
Although that is some grace right there. That is some good synchronized Ginyu Force-esque posing right there.
It's time, Gullwings! Let's rock!
Poses!
Can't go on the attack without your poses ready.
Here we go.
So as I said, there are multiple ways of approaching the final dungeon. Although, if you go all the way through and then come back to the ship and go in a different hole and go all the way through all the different parts that all the holes can lead you to, you get a garment grid that teaches you Ultima.
Wow!
So that's good. Granted,
And I'm assuming you're doing that.
yes, Annihilator is better, obviously, but it is restricted to the gun mages. Ultima, once you've learned it,
Anyone can use it.
the mascot ideally can use it, so yeah. And that's the one you want to use, you know, Ultima on the most, because they are already super broken. I didn't really go into it much, but the mascots all have their own unique fighting styles. But the thing that's universal is they're all massively high in all stats across the board. Crazy high HP and MP. Riku's one can do like rapid fire attacks, similar to Wakka's attack reels.
Yeah.
Pain's one has a move called Arsenic Knife, which pretty much one-shots anything that isn't a boss. And,
Tombury fashion.
yeah, in good Tombury fashion. And Yuna's one, the Moogle that we know and love, can use Moogle Curager, which casts, I believe, full cure and, Isuna, I believe, on all of your party. It basically fully heals the whole party, and you can also super buff the party with Moogle Regen, which gives them haste and regen. Oh, they're so good. They're so very good.
Very overpowered.
Yes, as they should be, given what you had to do to unlock them. But that said, I am still super reliant on Annihilator, because it's just such a powerful go-to. If you want to have good all-rounders, go for mascots. If you want to have deadly attacks, go for the gun mage with Annihilator.
Yeah.
Because you're a lot more frail, but you do a lot more damage.
In the sense of Annihilator.
Yes, yeah. Anyway, there are a good few Dark Aeons that we have not fought yet, including Shiva. So let's take on Shiva. Shiva here is not particularly tough. I think the thing that makes her a little trickier than some other Aeons is she's quite quick with her attacks, but I've got a very fast party anyway, so I'm good. I'm going to take this opportunity to show you the mascot transformations. Little Tomberry and Cactuar action there with Pain. Then we have Yuna with the Moogle, as previously played as in that one mission. With the Moomba from Final Fantasy VIII. And then you have Riku, who possibly my favourite out of the three. She turns into Kate Sith from, well, mostly known for Final Fantasy VII.
Yay!
And she has Poo Poo the Alien as her attacking item, which I think.
I love the dances at Haste.
Yeah, they are. They're just having a good old time. Right here, right now. They're just having the time of their lives. I'm gonna stab you with arsenic and burn you alive. And this is the mascots at their weakest. I haven't given them any AP yet, and they're already doing stupid high damage and attacking really quickly. Not taking much damage from Shiva herself. They're just super good. They are super good. And you can't go wrong with those animations, really, can you?
Just punching Shiva.
Just slap her. Just slap her until she's done. There we are.
That was surprisingly quick.
Yep, that's the joy of the mascot dress sphere. It's very strong in all regards. My characters are like level 70, it's great. I'm very happy with that. Anyway,
Is now you've got to go back to the airship?
No. We got to go all the way through this area, and then we go back to the airship and repeat this particular part of the game. It's all worth it for that Ultima. Even though one of them has some really confusing bullshit puzzle, but we'll get to that when we get to it. That was a backtrack. That wasn't a nice game. That was mean of you to do that. Trick me into going backwards. But it's all good because bloody mascots just wreck all of the shit.
Stupid.
I also love that when Pain wins a battle as the mascot, she like annoyed, throws her head to the ground like, finally I get to dress from this stupid piece of crap. I feel and look like an idiot. So yeah. She characteristically hates what she's wearing, to the point where sometimes she'll go into battle and threaten the enemies with, "Don't say a word." It's really funny.
What's the next one?
Well, it'll be another Aeon we haven't beaten, or rather Aeons, plural.
Oh, okay.
We gotta take on the Major Sisters, who, to somebody who never 69, nice. To someone who didn't unlock them in the first game, would be really confused at this point, because they were not only optional, but quite well hidden in the first game, so, yeah. Either way though, not too troublesome when you have a squad of mascots ready to beat them down. Yeah, those Razzias are not worth shit right now, so... Yeah. Just tank it all.
Wow.
Tank everything.
Oh, there we go. Oh, okay.
Nope. This is fine, this is good. I'm just gonna just brutalize these guys. Oh, Mighty Guard. Alright, okay, that's quite a tactical move there.
20.
I'll give them props for that one. Missed.
20 on Pain, who has 10,000 HP.
They have no chance. I just noticed. She's broken the HP limit. Oh my sweet lord, it's great. I love it. It's so good.
5.
Oh, Camisade though. What, is she gonna hurt me with Camisade? No, she's not.
Oh my god.
They're attacking so ruthlessly, and it's all in vain. It's so funny to watch. Oh, bless those sweet buggy sisters. Bugs versus furries, and furries win. So I'm pretty sure at least one of them's not far off. There we go. I got one of them down. Got Cindy down. Or Mandy, sorry. Mindy. I don't remember. I can't remember their fucking names. How could anyone, really? Mindy's down. Then we've got Sandy and Cindy left. She's just really insistent on those Razzias. Like, she's just waiting for that one Razzia that'll completely ignore my defenses and do all of the damage, but it is not meant to be, unfortunately.
9.
Oh, being a mascot is fun. Team of mascots is always good. I'm not gonna lie, when I get to the final dungeon, like the final dungeon, I'm going to veto using the mascots because it will make things too easy and too dull. It will be too... It becomes too much of just a slog. Because that said, if I really wanted, I could have brought in gun mages and killed them in 3 shots. Could have done 3 annihilators.
I was
and
about to say, yeah, you could have.
Yeah, this is if you want to be defensive, if you want to be unstoppable but also have some bulk, this is how you do it. And when you get Ultima on a mascot is nothing to sniff at. That's about as good as an annihilator, albeit slightly slower.
I think you now, like...
This is where I'm like, okay, you get the point. You get the point of the mascots. We've had our fun.
Gun mage.
Let's go back to gun mages and annihilate. What up? Still loving that gun mage design. It's very, very good. Not for lecherous reasons, but because I genuinely think they look really cool. Back to my alchemist so I can spam my mega potions.
I love Riku's one when she gets out of it.
Just the... It's so over the top and I love it.
Yeah. No, just, you know, when they leave the dress sphere.
Oh, when
starts,
she like
like,
shoots into the ground and yeah.
Kicks it and
some cool shit. There we are, there's the Annihilator. I've had fun with this battle, but it's time to end it.
Jesus.
It's so good. Surprisingly, one of them's still up. There we are, that did it. That got her. Bye, bugs.
Bye.
Just call me the... Well, I was going to say exterminator, but more the annihilator. I'm more of the annihilator than the exterminator. Why can't be both?
I'm bug annihilator.
I'm the bug annihilator.
Because you did that dungeon before with all the bugs in.
I did.
You didn't annihilate them though, so...
I would have done if I had it.
Yeah.
You know I would have as well.
New Game Plus.
Alrighty, so, pushing further on, there is one more Aeon battle in this place for us to deal with.
And do you go against the same Aeons each path?
No, once you've beaten them once, you never have to beat them again. Thankfully, it's just, from this point on, it's just run through the dungeon is the mission.
Oh, okay. So even in the other paths?
Yeah, when you take the other paths, you don't have to refight the Aeons, because that would be overkill.
Well, not really, if you have... Oh.
Last Aeon. Hello.
Agnes.
Hey, Agnes. Oh,
Seymour?
Oh dear, let's defeat Seymour's mother. Okay, I'm just going to throw an Annihilator her way. Wait for it, wait for it. Seymour! My platform's on fire! Alright, I just needed to do that. Oh, pain. That could be worrying. That could be a problem.
No.
That's barely a problem. That is a little bit of damage and poison. That is not the pain I know and love. That is a weak facsimile of it.
She looks a lot more scarier in this one than she did in the first one.
Again, I think it's the same design as her Dark Aeon appearance, which... Although I think the runes on her arms, I think they're new, and they are quite foreboding, so... Imagine like running into this without having played the first game. You'd be like, what the fuck is this? Is this one of the things Yuna could summon? Because I somehow don't believe it. But yeah, that's our mother-in-law we just killed. Our ex-mother-in-law. So long, Mum.
Bye, Mama.
So that is all of the Aeons dealt with, and we get a cutscene to reflect that.
Immortal Soul.
It's just a Gamma Grid. It's not the one that gives you Ultima, so I'm not that fussed.
Yuna, I'm sorry. We weren't strong enough to stop him. We wanted to at least warn someone. But instead, we were dragged into the darkness. We're no better than fiends.
It's all right.
Forgive us.
Oh, Ghost pal, you're so hard on yourself. Come on.
Please, tell me, what is he?
Shuyin? Just a shadow. It may look like him, but the real Shuyin died long ago. Even after 1,000 years, his hate and misery linger on.
They keep it purposefully vague. I'm not sure if it's implying that he is an unsense, or if he's somehow ascended beyond that and become like some kind of weird hatred elemental. Again, they make it very unclear as to what Shuyin's true form is, what he is, how he functions, but I'm okay with that because, as far as I'm concerned, he's an evil version of Tidus who needs to die.
I'll banish shadow with light.
Light?
Lens feelings. That's right. Call it love.
You're gonna love him to death.
Pretty much, that is the plan.
Cuddles!
Let's give him all of the cuddles. I will cuddle you for 9,999 love points.
Hey!
You certainly took your sweet time.
Why are you here?
Because the boss never goes against Lord Nuji's wishes.
You found him?
As we was heading in, we found the sphere addressed to the boss.
He said, "Don't follow me. Turn back now and wait for my return."
Actually doing what you're told? How novel.
What can I say? One look at Nuji Wuji's dashing visage on that spear and I was, charmed.
The belts.
So many belts. They're all on display.
The one with the buckle that buckles inwards.
Oh my god.
What if he...
Don't worry. If he knows you're waiting, he has a reason to come home.
And wait I shall.
We'll tell him that you're waiting like a good girl.
You do that, love. And don't forget to stress, good girl.
Okay, that's just a little bit too TMI. That's a little bit on the nose. I get it, alright? You don't have to go into that any further. So, yeah, this is me running back through that very same dungeon, but through all of the different routes. But before that, a little extra something has been unlocked, and you're gonna like this.
The more I study it, the more fascinating it gets. There's limitless energy swirling around in there.
Limitless energy?
The life force that flows through our planet, I think. With a little work, we could probably extract the energy in a usable form.
Sweet!
Does this sound familiar, Sam?
That's no fun.
Does that sound familiar? Shinra harvesting the planet's energy for infinite power. Does that sound like anything, Sam?
Yeah, okay. Wow.
No doubt about it.
Just imagine. But I'll never get to see it, will I?
This is the birth.
There are a lot of theories that Spira is basically the world of Final Fantasy VII, but several hundreds, if not thousands of years in the past. And this is the cutscene that kind of spawns that theory, and I don't even know if the devs confirmed it or not. I think even they're a bit up and down about whether they're okay with that being an established thing.
Yeah.
But it's a fun thing to think.
It makes sense, the fact how Shinra was the one who come up with the idea, so then that...
The corporation would be named for him, and his descendants would have kept it going, yeah.
Fried!
So, yeah, there are a lot of cutscenes that kinda start appearing on the ship once you've gotten to that point in the far plane. The amount of them that you can witness is dependent on your completion percentage, and I believe there is just the one that I do not have enough percentage in order to watch it. So we'll watch that in New Game Plus. It's a very short scene between Yuna and Riku anyway, but it's a nice scene, so... Brother literally just leapt into the air for a split second there. I might have to do an instant replay of that sweet stunt he just did. Anyway,
Parkour!
Yeah, parkour. If we go down to the cabin now, there is one more scene, and this might be one of my favourite scenes in the whole game. Just this exchange makes me laugh to no end. I really love this.
What is it?
Listen up, kids. I don't know what this Sphere Hunter business is all about, but I won't tolerate unwed girls running around doing crazy stuff. Can't you be a little more, you know, ladylike?
Get with it, Pops! Ugh! That is so primitive! Right?
Yeah.
But... So I'm an old fart, that it? Can't keep up with the youngins, huh?
You said it, Pops. Why don't you sit back and leave the mother times to us?
You're the one I'm worried about most, you mohawked moron.
So? No?
Actually, Pop's on the mark for once.
Stop picking on your brother.
That is amazing. I love that moment. Like, you can't just turn on me. I was on your side. That is the funniest. That is just such a real
That is actually
moment.
great.
When I think of all the places we saw on our journey, now, each and every one of them feels like home to me.
I'm glad that that's like the last little scene we have on the ship, essentially, before we go and deal with the final dungeon. So yeah, at this point,
Be careful down there.
yeah, we want to go through all the different versions of the dungeon. So let's hop into this one, the Kilika one. Let's do it very quick like. This one has spouting fire as its gimmick. If you run into the fire, Yuna's like, ow! And it doesn't... I don't think it does anything. I think it just... If you get hit by fire too much, you get warped back to the beginning. So... Yeah, don't get burned all too much. Take your time with your jumps. And that's us at the fire plane. That one was far easier than the one we did before. Then we go on this one here. This being the Kilika
They all
one.
look exactly the same as well.
Yeah, I'm just remembering what they are based on the order of the temples. So yeah, this is Kilika. This one has a very confusing puzzle that kind of threw me for a loop. So you have 3 stones, and you have to kind of push them into the right spot in the right order in order to make forward progress. The 100% FAQ for Final Fantasy X-2 has the order down incorrectly. So I did the order the FAQ said, and then I was like, huh, that didn't work. I'm just going to sit here and try every possible combination until it does work. Yeah, this took me a good while, but eventually I got a full-on staircase.
That looks too complicated than it needs to be.
Yeah, it really is. So, you know, if you're not playing for 100%, don't bother with the Kilika one.
That's unfair.
Yeah, that was a dick move. Yeah, don't bother with the Kilika route. The Kilika one's a bit much. The next one we're going to go for is Jose. No, Bevel. Bevel, of course. Wait, was I saying Kilika? I meant Jose. Anyway, yeah, this is Bevel. I'm getting the name places mixed up. You know what I mean. This is the Bahamut one.
No, they don't.
They do. They've watched pretty much 80 episodes of LP. I think people know their way around Spira by now. Yeah. Let's go down to here. Back onto the ship, and the next one is the Calmlands Gorge, where we get your Jimbo. Oh, fucking treasure chest. So that treasure chest has one of the break damage limit items for the special dress spheres, and I completely forgot to get it. Oh, fuck it. I'll do it in New Game Plus. Anything I forget to do here, I'll do it later. You'll see me get it later. And for doing every single route, we get this chest, we open it up, and we get Megiddo. That is Ultima. That is the Ultima garment grids.
Awesome.
So, you know, if Annihilator wasn't enough, or if you want to diversify and not be stuck with the gun mages, that is your way to do it.
Bloody hell.
Also very good is if you, I'll tell you for a fact that on New Game Plus I have to do a lot of grinding with monsters in my team.
Yeah.
If you put a monster on the Megiddo garment grade, they automatically know Ultima, so they can just use it. And then you give them a Ragnarok, and you can get any monster to spam Ultima for you. And that'll get you through a lot of the game.
Wow.
Pretty easily.
It's
very good.